Hey guys, it's Laura coming to you from my YouTube channel, Simply Stated. I can't help but smile a little bit because this is my my third time trying to say hello to everybody, and the reason for that is because the first time I tried to use a word that wasn't even in the English language and never will be probably, and the second time I went to hit the go button, you know, to record, and my elbow came down on the table and you heard it, and I tried to play it off, but I couldn't help but say ouch and start laughing. So I just pretended like that didn't happen. The reason that I am coming to you guys today is actually kind of a serious reason. It's 1:43 a.m., making it the 14th of November, and 143 used to stand for I love you. So I love you guys. I love you. And if you're watching this right now, even though it's not going to be at the same time, tell somebody you love them. Right now I'm gonna tell 143. I'm gonna tell my friend my friend Isaiah. Anyway, so many of you have written me cool comments, and have written me letters in my MySpace, my YouTube, and I'm really excited about this because this is what I'm here for. Like, you guys are coming to me and are asking me questions. However, tonight I am a little bit annoyed. And the reason behind that is this. Quick background is I have anxiety disorder, depression, irrational thoughts, and many other things that I've battled since I was a 5-year-old little girl. I was born with a chemical imbalance in my head. Sorry about that. I was born with a chemical imbalance in my head. My brain does not release the chemical in which I need to maintain I'd say a normal level of anxiety and stress and stuff like that. So, while a normal person would maybe take things like this is the normal level, and say we're both at the normal level, something will happen. Somebody will die in somebody's family, and the normal person will fluctuate to here. I will fluctuate to up here. Like, mine is exasperated and just expressed so differently and heightened to a very high degree. Anxiety disorder is not something that people are very familiar with and are aware of, actually. It's actually something I'm going to talk about later in a series because I think more people need to know about it, and a lot of people go, oh, I have panic attacks and I have anxiety and things like that. And while everybody has that, there really is a disease that people have and take medicine for and have to do like mental exercises and breathing techniques and stuff to just get through a day. I am blessed. I am not as severe as some other people are, but I've had my share. Having left you with that as the ending of my story, I want to let you know that many years I was in and out of school because I had my anxiety disorder. So in the middle of 6th grade to the middle of 7th grade, I was homebound, which is kind of like being tutored, only you have somebody from, it's like being homeschooled, only you have somebody from a school come and teach you for any time from like 30 minutes to an hour on each subject that you're supposed to learn, and they usually come once a week per subject. So the same teacher taught me 3 subjects, she'd be there for 3 hours. Like, just depends on how quickly you pick it up. I'm a fast learner. I've always been a fast learner, and I'm very independent. So I had to teach myself. They would leave, and I would, have to learn whatever it is that I needed to learn out of the books and stuff. Graduated 8th grade, went on to high school here in America. That's the 9th grade, and I missed more than half of the days in 9th grade due to my anxiety, and I again was homebound until my senior year, where I attended Nature Coast Technical High School and had a really great time. And I had enough credits to where there was block scheduling, where you do your even classes on one day and your odd classes on another. So I went on odd days only, and that was a lot of fun, and I got to do a lot. But during the process of this all, and having my anxiety and my ups and downs, when I was in school, I was very brutally made fun of. I was overweight, I was too outgoing, I was too loud, I was ugly, fat, a freak, anything that you could think of people calling you, they did. Funny thing is that I am heavier set now, but back then I wasn't. I was maybe a size 10 and was 5'6" or 5'7", and because my body build is built bigger, I looked like I was a size like 8 to 10, and that's not huge. That's a normal body figure here in America, you know. Girls are healthy like that and stuff, and for my frame, that's healthy. But I was called fat, I was called freak, I was called weird. Till this day, if somebody jokingly says something like that, I kind of get a little offended because it was thrown at me. And it was all because of the person that I was. I was just more outgoing, more outspoken, and in serious moments, I was more adult. And I got along better with some teachers than I did students. So, when I read things about people having trouble in school, I get really upset because we as a nation, or we as people in general, should constantly be striving to better ourselves and improve. But instead of that happening, it seems to me like we're almost backtracking in that sense when it comes to communicating with one another and how you and I as individuals should treat one another. I am a firm believer that you are going to reap what you sow. What goes around comes around, in other words, and that you should do unto others as you would do yourself. Actually, and beyond that, because it's just the way that it should be. We're all neighbors, we're all brothers and sisters in Christ, and whether you believe in God or you don't believe in God, we're all related somehow, and we're all here sharing this earth. Doesn't belong to us. We're sharing the same air, you know what I mean? We need to come together and just unify and not call out each other's faults and things. So, there's two things I want to address right now. A girl by the name of Heather, who I was speaking to for a while, let me know a brief little bit of history on things that are going on in her school. She is being made fun of, just being called names by kids, which is something that everybody goes through, no matter what age you are. If you went to school, you got it. And even as adults, you get made fun of because some people never grow up. But she has a situation where teachers are physically being a little too touchy with students. Nobody's paying attention. For instance, once she got whacked in the back of the head with a test paper because she was taking too long on her test. Sounds stupid, I know. Everybody learns at a different pace. But I am here to say that if you are having problems in your school with teachers touching you inappropriately, either in a physical, hurting manner, in a sexual manner, in anything of that sort, that you need to take it to somebody. And in this case, Heather has taken it to somebody, but they just kind of ignore it. You need to be heard. You need to make yourself loud and clear that there is abuse going on at the school, and it's not just happening to you, it's happening to other kids, that the teachers are all kind of staying together on it, and you need to do something. You need to tell your parents and make your parents listen. Say, hey, this is what's going on, and any good parent out there is going to hear you and is going to hear what's going on and go, alright, what can we do about this? School is not a place where you want to feel unsafe. There's already things in this world that make us feel unsafe at school, such as bullying and things like that, and threats that happen and all that good stuff. So you don't want the people who are supposed to protect you while you're there and educate you to be of something that's going to cause you to not want to go. So my suggestion there is just tell somebody. If nobody is listening, I mean, you just got to speak up and keep enforcing it and keep enforcing